Hey everyone, this is the GTraderPro weekly stock breakdown. I'm Gil, and I'm here closing out the week with a clear look at what played out with the stocks in our group, what mattered, and what it's going to mean moving forward into this upcoming week. So let's take a review of this past week's action, starting off with Tesla. One of the things I talked about a week ago was staying comfortably above 336. That Tesla had another advance up to 355 or higher. We made that advance this week very nicely. They topped out about 367 before pulling back down. So it wasn't a huge call to head back up and retest the likes of 355, 354. They took care of that. Closed nicely above it, but notice here on Friday the poor close. This is a bearish signal for Tesla. Doesn't mean it's going to be a huge decline, but certainly we'll expect to retest 340 come probably on Monday with a daily close. If we get any daily close back below the 340 level, in particular 336, which is a price we've been using quite a bit lately, I'll simply look for the market to come back down to 322. This seems to be poised for the downside. This was a great close on Tuesday, but they lost that ground on Friday, closing back below 354. This was a very important level on the advance, as we can see. This is a price I've talked about for the last couple of weeks. And on Friday, we would have shorted the market with the break back below 354. So we'll wait to see if we get any retest of 354. We'll probably call for a short on Tesla to retest 354 up to 358 or so. And we'll look for a short until they can close back above 354. I would be looking for shorts. It's a very small play. 340 is likely going to get hit right away this week on Monday. We'll see. But eventually here, with that poor close below 354, there could be a bit more downside to 322. This will be a critical level once tested. We can all see the gap here. They gapped up nicely and moved to the upside. I will simply be looking this week to see if Tesla is going to come down to 322, 323, and that will be critically important. This may be our long entry here in Tesla when they come back down to 322. So we'll watch. We're currently flat, and but I'm looking for more downside out of this particular stock. Our portfolio is definitely a mixed bag this week of positions. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA reported, as we all know, they had a beautiful advancement. One of the prices we've been talking about is 139. And on Thursday, they closed right on 139. So we had this beautiful gap up on earnings. Notice, however, that they closed right on my 139 price. And then the very next day on Friday, we opened below it and failed at 139. This was a level we were looking to potentially short with a daily close below 139. Now that happened very quickly on Friday down at 134, 135. No huge deal here. That would have made for a nice short. 139 was our really important level, and you'll notice they closed right on it, did not close above it, and that sent a bearish signal. Now what I'll be looking for as we come into the week, I'll be looking for more downside off of NVIDIA, out of NVIDIA to 131 and change, possibly a little bit below 131, 130. That will once again be a very important level for this stock. If it fails here, we are ultimately at risk of coming all the way back down to 117, 118, which would be a potentially very good long position if we could get it. This is where I'm interested in going long in NVIDIA if we can get down there. This will play an important role early in the week, 130, 131, and we'll be looking for that. This is what I'm expecting out of NVIDIA. Again, not a huge move, but more downside coming in this particular stock. Let's go to Microsoft. Microsoft doing very, very well. However, they're putting in a bit of a top here, so we're going to watch. They finally broke above the 453 level. We talked about this as a very important level, and coming into the week, I anticipated them to potentially retest it. This was last Friday's close. I said as long as they held 448, 450, they would retest 453. We can see by Monday they jumped right over it, opened above it, and stayed above it all week long. That does leave Microsoft in a very good position. So not a stock I would be looking to short at this point in time. The short play here had already played out quite nicely to come back on down. Again, very strong position, a very good close for Microsoft. We'll continue to watch it. It is a top. I'll be interested to see if they pull back down to 450 or 455, 456, right in this area, right in the area of these lows, to see if we get another pullback here. We stay very strong above 455 and 453. They stay in a good, healthy position. Not ready to, certainly not in a position to go long, but not a stock I want to be shorting at this point in time either. Very good position. Amazon. Let's take a look at Amazon. This was our important level prior week, over a week ago, 212. We can see that we had a nice short. By the way, we shorted Amazon back here at the 212 level, had a beautiful pullback. We said they would pull back to 201, and they did. When I put this video together last week, I said if they could jump back over 201 and get above 201, which they did, there was a nice bottom here that occurred. Expected them to be able to get above 201. On Monday, they gapped up and stayed above 201 and rallied. Notice they did not get back up to the 211, 212 area, which under normal conditions, this stock would make another attempt to get up to 212. The prerequisite is they must stay above 201 now, and 200 to 201. You can see that they pulled back nicely on Friday, closed decently after that pullback. This is a vital, important price now, 200 to 201. If we were to break below here, gap below it, close below it, we're going to see more 196 and very likely come back to the 193 and fill this gap. For the time being, with it above 201, and in particular, if they can take out and close above Friday's high of 206, we'll be looking for more 211 from the stock. So again, we'll see come Monday what they want to do. If they can open up and get above 206, we're in great shape to the upside. 206 opens up the door to 211. Below 206, our really important price is 201. This is the pivotal price for this stock. With a close below there, again, maybe not a whole lot of room in it, 5%, but it might make for a nice short with a close back below 201. Successful test of 201, and I would have a tendency to want to be buyers of pullbacks. That support on 201, take some profit at 205, 206, see if we can't get up to 211. And that is Microsoft as we come into the new week. Apple last week, as we take a look, just very quiet, weak performance. So again, not a huge move. We'll notice that we could not get back up to 210. We had a good open on Monday, or Tuesday rather, on this holiday shortened week. They did okay, not a huge advance. Very quiet week for Apple. Again, very important that they hold 198 to 195. If we fail there, we're coming down to 187, as I've been saying. So really nothing has changed with my message on this particular stock. Just very lackluster. Nothing I would be looking to trade until they get back down to 187, where we may want to go long the stock. I've been looking to short the stock up at 210, just have not gotten that opportunity. And there we have Apple. Meta's doing all right. As you may recall from previous conversations, I've talked about the importance of 625 in this stock. Bullish above 625, bearish below 625. Very important pivotal number. I continue to say, and will repeat, I look for more 657 and ultimately 667. I am not off of the idea that this is where the stock is ultimately going to go, with my emphasis truly on 667. So as long as we're trading above 625, I want to be long the stock. I want to buy pullbacks if we can. Here on Friday, they got very, very close to it. Would have been a great long opportunity to buy it at 625, 628. Anything down here is an opportunity to go long for a 667 target. This remains my upside target in Meta, unless and until they are breaking 625. MicroStrategies, the weakest in the bunch at the moment. This is a weekly chart. And I would be looking for any opportunities, as we've talked about here, to short the stock 407 to 420. This is where we've been looking to short the stock. We've done well on the downside with this stock. It was 2 weeks ago where we got the opportunity to short that stock for traders who wanted to take advantage of it. It's been a decent decline so far. I'm ultimately looking for this stock to get all the way down to 311 under these conditions. This is a weekly chart. This is going to take a while, but that's a hold on the short side. Let's take a look at the daily chart. From a daily perspective, we can see here that this is when the stock was giving us our short entry. We said we want to book a little at 386, and a close below 386 would be a weaker position and further confirm more downside. So we've got some things to work our way through, but ultimately the target down here is 311. My next important target's right around 353. We'll take some profits at 350, 353 area on the way down. And then as we approach 311, we won't make them go all the way to 311, but that continues to be the major downside target. There may be a little bit of a short-term bounce here first this week. We'll continue to watch. Now, this close below 386, 385, important. If for any reason the stock jumps back up to 407, we'll take new short entries into consideration. For now, we've booked some profits on our existing short positions. We continue to want to hold for traders who are short this stock. We continue to want to hold for 350, 353, book something there, and then continue to look for the downside. This is a little bit more of a longer range call, not necessarily to all happen in this week, but that's how this stock is playing out nicely for us. I've added Netflix to the mix here, and so going forward we'll be talking about Netflix. Netflix has a major level here at 1208, and as long as we're holding above 1185, I'm bullish on this stock. If we close daily above 1208, I think you're going to see new all-time highs at 1235 or a little bit higher. That is a upside target. Two things. Must hold 1186 rather, must continue to hold and close daily above 1186. Ultimately, we now need to confirm this leg higher. We need to have a daily close above 1207. We closed very firm on Friday, right up against that level, as you'll see. They first tested this level here on May 21st when they made that new all-time high, and then they proceeded to move higher. But notice that they, once they closed slightly above it, they lost that territory, had this pullback. This was a great recovery on Friday after Thursday's sell-off. So this is our really important level at 1208. A daily close above 1208, I would just buy the stock and target 1235. All right, and that I think that wraps up things on the stock side. So thank you once again for watching. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. And please, we invite you to join our free Discord community for our updated daily insights and trader chat. The link is in the description, and visit GTraderPro.com for one-to-one training, tools, and resources. And please follow us on social media so you always stay connected with the GTraderPro ecosystem. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.